there you are. Okay, this is the second BOBI podcast. We will be going over to Blackfriars in Boston, where Simon Barnabus, one of the BOBI team, will be interviewing Buried by My Heartache, Heartstrong, Autonym, and Burning Face. So let's go!
Okay guys, so what is your band called?
We are called Burning Face.
Okay, can you tell us a bit about how you came up with that?
I can't. Where did the name come from, guys?
Because me and Ben, we used to play in the band called Face in the Mirror.
And later, after when we quit that, actually that band stopped playing, and I created another one which was called Burning Sword. And we tried to keep the parts of this bands, two bands, and we Burning Face is quite good name. So
You stuck with the burning bit.
Yeah. We have a song, Burning Face, all about a witch. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So tell me who's who, starting here.
Yeah, I'm the drummer.
Okay.
I'm Jake, the singer.
Well.
Seb on guitar.
Robert, bassist.
Ben, second guitar.
Okay, how long have you guys been together as Burning Face?
As this unit of people only since December last year, so we kind of got together. Andy joined just before me, because I think you'd be on a bit of a hiatus, hadn't you? You'd kind of like been waiting, and the time was right to kind of get it back together. So the songs all existed, and Andy and I have joined, and we're sort of working on the album and gigs since then. Yeah.
Can you tell us about this album, or is it top secret?
It's not really top secret, no. It's the set that we're going to play.
Cool.
Plus there's one extra in this set. So we've recorded the majority of it. We've got all the drums done, we've got like all the guide bass and guitars down. We just need to kind of like finalise some of them. We're getting them mixed at Electric Bear Studios, who you've worked with quite a bit before, haven't you? They're really good up in Mansfield, I think. So it's 8-track, and once we've got that, I want to get it actually on physical CDs before August, because that's when we're off to Poland.
So you're hoping it'll land August, September, this album?
Yeah, August. We're hoping beginning of August we'll have it out.
What's it called?
We don't.
You don't know.
I think it's Burning Face. Yeah.
Burning Face, probably.
Eponymous. Some of the best albums ever were just the band name, weren't they?
You've got to keep it simple, haven't you?
You have. Yeah. So, what kind of stuff do you sing about?
We sing about all sorts. It's very story based, so you kind of think obviously there's different kinds of metal and things like that. So this is in the vein of Iron Maiden. So we've got a story about a witch, the Burning Face one. We've got a western kind of cowboy outlaw story. We've got a couple of stories about war. You can't have too many war stories in. Our current single that's out at the moment is called Revenge of Vikings. That's about the Vikings and the St. Brice Day massacre undertaken by Ethelred the Unready. So that kind of thing. It's a bit of everything you would want out of a metal band, we like to think.
Well, stories are quite going back to the old school sort of days, aren't they, in a way? And that's a tradition you guys are keeping going then. Because every band has a different slant what they want to talk about. Some are quite political. Some are not. Some other band I interviewed earlier, which sings about a bad relationship, and that was his sort of muse for about a few years, I think. So
I think there's one of the things I love about metal is that it is a very broad church, and there's space for people to talk about anything within it. But for me, it is that storytelling. So it's like. We were saying on blurb thing, it's like we write the kind of songs that we like to hear, and we give the kind of show that we'd like to see. So it is about, if you've got stories, there's an element of, for me as the singer, I can kind of be that storyteller, and you kind of like talking to the audience, and you get to gesticulate a lot and all that kind of theatrical stuff. And I think that's what we enjoy, that little bit of theatricality.
So it's sort of like you just said it's a broad church metal. What would you say the influences you'd bring into your particular mix? What would they be?
Well, for me, it's definitely Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, and these guys.
Primal Fear.
Halloween.
Halloween.
Yeah.
And Turbo. who I've recently discovered about Turbo, who like the Polish Judas Priest, and they've got this amazing album, Satan's Cavalry, going back to like 1980s.
That's a great name.
It's a great album. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. So I think the truth is as well is everything's always a bit of a mishmash, isn't it? You kind of like pull in influences from all over the place. You know, like I really like Weezer, but I think if I was the Bangles.
Yeah. Well, who doesn't love them? Is it the bass player?
And I think it's as well very nice. Some powerful mix between us because we are from the actually center of Europe.
Yeah.
Somebody can put us in the Eastern Europe, but we are not Eastern Europe. No. We are like between heaven and hell, say. For example, because we are between East and West. So. Yeah.
And you're talking about Poland, yeah? Yeah.
And to be honest, that mix, and that, we are like, we feel like brothers, we feel like a finger of one hand. And to be honest, that mix, it's actually quite powerful music because, we've got something in our heads and we are coming, not, for example, Jake something done, Ben something done, or me, or Seth, or Andrew, everything what we're doing like a burning face. Yeah. And that West and East, say, or center of the Europe, between us, there's some special relation, I think, and which is growing up and will give something nice fruits.
Is the Polish metal scene? Is it quite big? Is it established?
It is, yeah. Maybe we didn't like Poland because obviously it was under communist for so many years. Yeah. So obviously the curtain was too big for the Polish bands to grow on the world scene. Yeah. But we've got plenty of very good bands. Yeah.
Like Vader or
Behemoth, Vader.
Well, it's
Decapitated.
It's
a lot of bands.
Bloodstock do. Have you heard of Bloodstock?
Yeah.
So the festival, they do the metal to the masses, and they do it all over the place. Yeah. But they also do it in Poland. There's a Poland arm of it. And I think that reflects that kind of metal heritage, really, of Poland. I know the Nordic nations as well, but I think I really do kind of think, at the moment Poland's one of the places to be.
And did you say you're touring there?
We've got three dates in Poland.
That's a tour, mate.
In August. It is,
2 dates for my band's a tour. Yeah.
That's what I think. Could grab it whenever you can. Labels. So we've got a gig in Krakow, and we've got a gig at Slunski Lamo Rock Festival, and that's with Turbo.
Wow.
I'm just really excited about that. And then I think we've got another one being lined up at the Village as well. So we've got those three. I can't remember the dates, 20th to 22nd, I think.
22nd, 23rd and 24th,
yeah.
And they'll be on your socials, won't they?
They are indeed.
What UK dates? So obviously you're playing tonight, Saturday the 7th of June at Blackfriars BOBI Metal Festival. But, what's next UK-wise?
The next gigs we've got is, it's a tour because there's 2 dates.
Next week.
That's the 5th of July at Mountains of Metal in Sheffield.
Sheffield
at Network. I'm really excited about that one because we're quite a late addition to that. So that's headlined by Crowley, who've been doing really well. And then we are at the Jolly Brewer in Lincoln on the 6th of July.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that
Heartstrom?
I was going to say they mentioned they're playing there. Is that a metal night then? Obviously.
They're trying. There's a guy who's trying to put on more regular metal nights there. So there's us, Box Cult, and Heartstrom.
Okay.
While there's a lot of metal bands in Lincolnshire, it's quite hard to just get the nights going.
Well, it's interesting because we at BOBI we decided to do a metal night because actually our best night, I think, apart from the opening night, was a metal night. And I thought, do you know what? Let's just go with what's good. So, but there's so many. All the bands tonight are really talented, and I think in metal, would you say you have to be quite proficient to play metal?
I think it depends on what kind you want to play. I think the kind we play, yes, it's the musicianship's got to be very high, and the musicianship of younger people as well is very, very high. But you've got things like sludge, and stuff like that, which is if you can play a chord, you've got a good 30 seconds before you have to think what the next chord's going to be. So perhaps you don't have to be quite as proficient, but there's a passion in it. I think a metal band without passion is never going to get anywhere.
No.
It's got to be about that. We do it because we love it and the joy of participating in the music, I think.
You were saying that there wasn't always an outlet for the metal talent around the area. I mean, what would you say would be the biggest barrier to an up-and-coming metal band? And what advice would you give?
For me, it's you have to be able to get out and play so many places, and events are what bring people out these days rather than nights. So the more people can create a sense of event about things, I think that really helps. And that's the same with any music, really. It's quite hard to get people out of their houses. It's been gradually getting worse, but COVID, I think, really made it a different environment for live music, and I do think it's about creating that event thing, which is partly why we're very excited about the Mountains of Metal or this kind of thing. It sits under an umbrella of things that people can get involved in because they've seen it a bit and that kind of thing. So I think, and hopefully with the shows that we do, people see it and go, that was brilliant, I had a good night out. Because our job isn't for us to indulge ourselves, is to entertain somebody. You know, if somebody goes away having had a good night, then that's it. We've done our job properly. You know, so I think they're the things. Is make sure you're playing for your audience, not yourself, and venues creating a sense of event around things.
Okay.
But I will just make attention, for example, for me, and I think for the other people as well, the musicians. This difference between us, like older generation and a young generation, now it's coming to disappear, that difference, because to be obviously when we're talking about a heavy metal, not some thrash death metal or something, but heavy metal which is melodic, which is pentatonic, which is where the guitar play in the harmony, and that is something which is coming as well, like wow, this is actually like a rock opera. So
that's why we're playing theatre today.
Yes. There you go.
Best place to be. Well, listen, guys, I'm really looking forward to seeing you tonight, and I wish you all the best of luck. And I'll be looking forward to seeing how you guys progress. Best of luck.
Very much.
Thank you.
Great.